wiggle, wiggle.
Like.
Hello and welcome to Keyhand.
Hello.
Yeah, that's you, Keyhand. And what did you bring for us today?
I brought two replays actually. Since it's very popular right now, I brought one Frontline one for you. Basically, some instructions how to get easy general, easy credits, XP, whatever, and one from the EBR-90, the T9 new wheeled tank.
Is this one of your favorite start positions on A?
To be honest, with a heavy tank, yes. Like defend, I prefer attacking because up there you can basically decide what you want to do. Yeah, I guess with a heavy tank, I'd like to defend A. B is not really suitable for defending because I feel like once the attackers can take B, you have to basically rush in and get farmed in a crossfire. And C is, yeah, in my opinion, a dead end.
Yeah, exactly. Useless.
At the beginning, yeah. Like,
C
because you cannot really cap it, you can't really farm anything. And the thing is, you farm ranks in this game mode by capping and farming decap points.
Yeah,
so basically what I'm doing, I run engineer on all of my tanks.
Yes.
Which basically lets me prevent the enemies from capping the base by simply staying in it.
Would you usually start in the defender or some other kind of
I used to. Nowadays I start in light tanks always, because I feel there's more versatility in that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, sometimes I would pick the Scorpion G just for farming a lot of damage, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess you could, farming the damage.
Yeah. They're not really trying to push too hard here, huh?
Yeah, the enemies, they are trying to get into the cap point, but as you see, anyone who enters the cap as an attacker and is spotted doing that, he will immediately get farmed, because that's what gets you the points, basically, to rank up.
Yeah, of course you bounced that one. Torion. So you play a lot during the Frontline?
Oh yeah, I played a lot of Frontline because I enjoy the mode. It's something where you can basically turn off your brain and just have fun, because you don't have to care about anything. Might it be stats or whatnot.
Yeah, lots of credits and
there's
XP,
only benefits to playing Frontline, in my opinion.
I think it's funny too. I think most people still complain about the arties, but it's very limited the amount of arties, so...
Yeah. I think they should maybe limit the amount of strikes that they give. Like, for example, light tanks or artilleries can have 2 strikes each. I think they should limit that to 1, but other than that, I think it's fine. Maybe a second map wouldn't hurt. But
I think maybe the wheelie tanks is a bigger problem right now.
I'm one of the people that really enjoy wheeled tanks, so I'm not gonna comment, I guess.
Well, I do too, but I do think they're a problem though, because they kind of undermine the last little thing that was to the light tank. You'll just go in and be counting on the speed not to be hit.
Yep.
So, should it be a medium instead? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm happy it's not my pay level to balance this game.
Yep. As you see now, by the way, that's how you farm the decap points. Like, if I had more HP at that moment, then I would have farmed a lot more points by simply staying in the cap. I also recommend taking engineering on basically every single tank that you have.
Even on light?
Yes, because they have 3 slots.
Yeah,
they can take engineering and whatever you want.
So do you remember what you're coming back in now?
I think it'll be the Lynx.
Yeah. I don't remember, but I think so too.
Yep.
Yes. And
that's also, if you don't have the EBR and you like fast tanks, try to go for the Lynx and play it in Frontline. It's crazy fun.
But Keyhand, I did hear a rumor though. Both from Audio and Shiz.
Oh god.
that you're very good at controlling these tanks. You're
That
called Mr. Wheelie
rumor,
Tank in fame.
I think,
We shall see.
yeah,
Looking,
we shall see.
looking forward to see some skill here.
As you see, it's just auto-aiming and driving around.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Do you have a driver's license in real life?
I do, actually.
Okay, cool. I wouldn't have expected, but let's see.
Not from driving the wheel tanks, though.
And your friend is Rummelboxer?
Rummelboxer, yeah. He's
Okay.
in Trust, I believe, right now. He also used to be in Fame at one point.
Ooh. I actually also drive these and they're quite easy to roll. But they do tend to land on the wheels again.
Yep. Somehow it's like a cat, it always lands on the paws.
How much were you on average making credits, do you think, in one of these?
If I played a lot of premium tanks and clan boosters and person boosters running and becoming general, I would guess about 400 to 500k net profit.
Yeah.
And that's for about
easy.
20 to 25 minutes of playing.
Yeah.
So I think that's good value.
Yeah, and that's,
For
I
your
also
time.
really enjoyed this mode. I think it's a lot of fun. Just full speed ahead. Use your brain a little, it'll go well.
Well, using the brain in the light tanks is always...
A little. I said a little. Ooh, yeah, that's a defender with a 10.
But then again, like the light tanks have the advantage of simply being able to drive around and, you know, not really caring about anything.
Also
Like
think that you should have a pair of wings on there. I think the I don't know about the links, but especially the EVR, the ability to hit on the move is just ridiculous.
Yeah, the what's it called? Like the soft stats on those tanks,
Yeah.
they are insane actually.
It's just stupid.
Like also once you slow down, there's almost no aiming time at all.
A little airstrike, artillery strike it was, I guess.
Yeah, that's my setup in those tanks. I basically take engineer and both strikes.
Yeah, you also tend to try and track them if you can.
And there we basically go. I made so many ranks by simply striking and killing them out at the cap.
One thing I've done when I platoon here is to go in 3 guys in prosciuttos. That's just nasty.
I almost feel like 3 light tanks work even better though. Because you have even more flexibility.
We just do it for 9 shots. You can simply clip out everything. I'm quite fond of the prosciutto these days, actually.
Yeah, the Progetto is a great tank. Because it also offers the flexibility you need in this mode.
Yeah, decent gun depression, the turret is alright, the speed is alright. It's just good fun.
Yeah,
but
you can play it as a single, as an autoloader.
Yeah.
And there we go again. Like, Rommel basically made them one shot for me and I simply destroyed them with the strike.
Yeah,
and that's what this mode is all about. Like, just get reset points.
Do you also play with the Fame Boys or only with Rummel?
Oh, I basically play with whomever is online. It's just about communicating with each other. Like he told me before that he wanted a spot on the cap. I gave it to him. Like that's how he's farming his ranks.
Yeah, it doesn't matter much in here. It's just fun, man.
It's just about having fun anyway in this mode. That's why I enjoy it so much. There's no toxicity really involved, at least with the people that I play with.
Well, I had received a few messages after the game.
Yeah, well, when
pretty toxic.
I guess.
So when I go from the other side of A, the other side than you, I'll go out all the way out to the left, next to the rock. You can stand up there, especially with the prosciutto. That's a very, very good place to break.
Yes, I also like that one. Also, that's a light tank for you.
Well, it's time to change the tank, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. So now, when you respawn, it's all about decision making. Like you see me thinking about going for F here, with the LT432, but then I see not FC, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but then I see C is secure. So I'm thinking, should I go A again? Should I go B? And then I see B gets reset again. It's only a quarter of the cap right now, so you should see me switching to E soonish. Yeah, there we go.
And even the Artie was spotted on the beach area. This is what I don't get, if people pick Artie in this mode, right? Why would you
Sometimes
take
I do, but
yeah, but if they do, why would they pick the 14-2? Why would they not take the Lorraine that reloads fast when it's all about XP anyway and decapping?
Maybe he's grinding it.
Yeah, well that's true.
Like,
that's why you're in fame, mate, and I'm not. Among other reasons.
No, I don't know. Like, also the Su-14-2 hits a lot harder, so...
If it hits, yes, I agree. But it has a very longer reload and it's all about decapping, basically.
Yep. Yeah, I think the Lorraine is actually the best arty for this mode, but if you're grinding other tanks, then why not?
Yeah, that's true. I actually put up a video from the last Frontline where I made General very fast in the Lorraine just by decap.
I think it's also a bit stupid that arties are, when defending, so potent.
Yeah. It really is not that balanced.
Also, I think that they should maybe increase the reward for shooting the objectives, because right now when you shoot objectives, there's almost no reward regarding ranking up.
Yeah. I don't know how they decided on what to give what reward, but it's.
I don't think they really thought about it, really.
Should write them, Keyhand. They'll probably listen.
Maybe. Alright, so this is basically the point in time where the replay really gets interesting. Because right now you have the decision, like it's 29 seconds to go on the cap, or 27 now. And you basically have to make a decision here, whether you decide the cap is lost anyway, you don't do anything about it, whether you YOLO in to try to reset, or whether you just try to farm the enemies from outside the cap. And I'm right now talking with my friend on TeamSpeak, who is an arty who also has 2 strikes available to him, and my strikes will also be soon up. And so I know that the cap, even though it's 10 seconds, like he's striking right now, and also he's shooting with his arty, so basically I know I don't need to waste my tank right now to, you know, to keep the cap from going through. But then I notice actually there's like, once my strikes hit and stuff, there's a lot of low HP, so I decide to go closer and try to reset the cap even further. You see me here becoming general immediately.
Yeah, this really paid off well.
And now my only concern is basically for my body to become general, because that's what basically we platoon for. So I try to just keep some... Oh, actually, I'm finishing that one up. Actually, because he was shooting at the T-44. I'm just trying, you know, to keep people on the cap and to just enable him to do damage.
That was a really effective last minute there.
Yeah, I think the mechanics are a little broken because you just get rewarded too much for killing people with cap points. Or
yes, as you said, you had to decide if you want to go in, but even if you had went in and decapped, it would have given a lot of points, even though you died. But this, of course, is better.
Yep.
I actually also played the 432 quite a lot in this mode. I also enjoyed it a lot.
I think the 432 is the best tank after the EBR for this mode, actually.
Just the gun had a little bit more oomph.
Yeah.
That's what I think, at least. But
and now if you tap, you actually see Rummel and me being the only generals in the team, because it was us focusing the most on the resets. And becoming general is actually really, really important, because you get 200% experience and credit bonus at the end of the game for simply becoming general.
Can you tell us about the result in general here?
Yeah, basically in this game, Rummel and me became general. I think there was one more major, and other than that, captain and less. Yeah. So actually really good result for the 2 of us, because you want to have value for the time that you play, and we got that.
You actually became general with 2257 damage, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. No, I think that's actually only the damage that I did with the defender.
Oh, defender. Okay, it's the wrong one. Yeah. My bad. And for the second replay, Mr. Keyhand? What did you bring us?
I brought one EBR replay, actually, from the Tier 9 EBR, which is, in my opinion, actually the stinker of the line. It's really... I don't know why they took a Tier 8 tank and gave it to 9 matchmaking, but...
Probably ran out of talent, so...
I really don't know. Like, the tank itself is... The only thing it's got going for it, really, it's that it's fast. As you can see here, I'm basically able to take the whole K line for free.
Pretty also, straight line, actually.
Yeah, and also it has camo. That's basically the only two things that this tank has. It has no alpha damage, no DPM, no penetration, no armor, no anything. Maybe the gun handling.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And it didn't spot that one.
Yeah, it also doesn't have view range, as you can see. Like, it's actually, I'm running rations, I'm running optics and everything, and I'm maybe at like, I don't know, what is it, 410 meters?
How the fuck he got that far past you before he got spotted, but hey.
Yeah, I guess he used the bushes at the red line.
Yeah, what do
Something
you think
fake players do a lot, you know, using the bushes at the red line.
Like bushes. What do you think about the changes here on Westfield, actually?
To be honest, I think for lights and medium tanks, Westfield is a great map. For RT also, that means for TDs and heavy tanks, Westfield is actually pretty crappy to play.
That's just shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Especially the TDs, because what do you do besides standing there camping pretty much?
With TDs, like from the enemy spawn, you can basically sit in A4. Or from our spawn, you can sit in E1, I guess. And other than that, you can basically,
There's quite a few tanks that are not spotted yet here.
Yep, and also I am maybe a bit overconfident here with going in without view range.
Might be a little bit aggressive, yes.
Yep.
There's some big tanks you don't want to be hit of by the other side with 800.
But then again, my camo is good. I trust in that. I think I'm unspotted, so I try to extend my rather poor view range towards the PvP and maybe the TDs. Then realize I get spotted, and I actually start getting really lucky here because enemies are shooting at me left and right, and actually the snapshot hits.
We actually spoke about this. Super Unicums don't have luck; they have skills. So
yeah,
you showed your skill of getting away here.
You know. Skill is when luck becomes a habit, I guess.
Well, that's probably true. This was good. A good getaway.
In hindsight, this was actually the worst decision I could have made. Like going in there like that. I'm really lucky, actually, that I didn't die.
Are you a fairly aggressive player?
Not fairly. I am too aggressive.
Okay, but most Super Unicums are, to be honest, because if not, you wouldn't get the damage.
I guess so. And then I realized I was being too aggressive, and then I decided to snipe a little. Actually, the AP shell velocity on this tank is rather okay-ish, as you can see here, with the snipes on the T49. Many people ask, should they research the better gun on this tank? Because on the stock gun you have two kinds of APCR, I think. But I think it's actually worth it, because the heat also has good shell velocity, and also doesn't lose pen over the distance, and the AP actually, I think it has comparable shell velocity to the APCR of the stock gun.
I'm not quite sure, but I will take your word for it.
Other than that, I see the only move left for me is basically going for zero line again, which didn't work out well the last time I tried, or rotating. So
definitely cannot afford to be hit by anything right now.
No. If anyone so much as looks at me, I'm dead.
It had to be an epic low roll for you to survive this.
I think the tank with the lowest alpha right now is the TVP with 320.
Your team is quite well spread in a mysterious way, I think.
Yep. So my thoughts right now were basically rotate around, try to give some support shots into the enemy heavy tanks advancing on our base.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe farm some damage, some purple points.
Purple points?
Purple points are always good.
They also kind of seem to ignore you because you make the least damage right now.
Yep, and also, like, as I said before, DPM is horrible. You reload, I think, like 6.5 seconds for 240 alpha on tier 9, which is really atrocious if you think about it.
So which tank would you prefer on the whole line of this?
For like gameplay wise, I think the tier 10 one is the most fun one. But I think tier for tier, the tier 6 is the craziest one regarding balancing.
I have the tier 7 actually, because it's so OP in that level.
Yeah, I think
For
the
me, at least.
DPM of the tier 7 is rather lackluster.
Yeah, but the expected is so low, so I can actually play it purple, you know what I mean? So if you want to jump one, it should be this, the tier 9.
If you want to skip anything from the line, it should be this, actually.
4005.
Yeah. And you actually see me switching for HE here. And of course bouncing on the gun.
Yeah, 131. Well, he didn't spot you, that's good.
Yeah, I used the double bush there.
Yeah. Do you find that double push always works?
Since the HD remakes of the maps, sometimes bushes are weird. Like some of them seem to give really, really good camo, and some of them, for some reason, don't seem to give camo. And also, I feel like earlier it used to be possible, like from the density of the bush, you could somehow figure out how much camo the bush gave. But some of the trees or bushes on Studzianki, I think the map is called, like one of the new ones, there's some dead trees with just some branches, and for some reason those dead trees with basically died out branches, it's just a few sticks of wood there, they seem to give you 100% camo or something. It's ridiculous.
Weird. Do you like any of the new maps actually?
I probably like the older maps more.
Yeah. Like is there one you would like to see him bring back? Oh, you got spotted.
Severogorsk actually. That's like a really, really old map. I think it was some gulag or working camp. I think it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And it was really, really campy, but I always felt like I had good games there.
I find most maps these days pretty campy, to be honest. So, it's you and 2 Arties.
And also stage 2 there.
Yeah. I drive to stage 2 sometimes, and only to have fun. I think it's such a stupid
that's the only purpose for it, having fun.
I find it rather funny that people complain about Artie, but the 4005, that's fine.
Yeah, it's basically an Artie for close quarters combat, I guess.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that was nice.
This is actually where the EBR can sometimes shine on a big map with Artie support against enemies with not that great view range.
Definitely a good time for Artie to shine there.
So, yeah. Looking at my HP, the only decision I had there was try to make a run for it, and yeah, it's starting to become tricky here as the enemies are.
Most skilled run I've seen in a while.
It's like this with wheel tanks. Oftentimes, you wonder how you are alive at that point.
But they're so small and fast, and it's just.
And also, you can't be tracked. That's like literally one of the few upsides of the wheeled vehicles. You cannot be tracked. You will always be a moving target.
I think they do have to nerf them at some stage, or redo their purpose.
Yes, not nerf, because they're, in my opinion, they're not OP.
Then rework their purpose.
Yeah, I guess that's a better term.
I have no idea how they should do it. but I think they're kind of killing it right now because there's so many of them. So it's like one per game, but there's a lot of semi-good people that just go forward YOLOing, and you just really can't do a lot about it. Find that annoying. Oh, he turned
But I
around.
guess the amount of wheel tanks will go down over time because they really are not that good.
But
So
they make a
people
lot
will
of
stop
credits.
playing
The premium tier 8 makes a lot of credits when you drive it.
But then again, the Progetto does too. So does
Yeah,
the Su-130 and all of the other tanks that were available via Marathon. And also the other marathons were a lot easier.
I do tend to run the Progetto with APCR sometimes because I think the shell velocity is terrible.
Well, when I played it in randoms, I played it APCR only. Why not?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
So actually here in this situation, I decided not to go for the Jack Panther because I didn't know where the FV Stage 2 was, which I actually know now because there was no way for the Jack Panther 2 to teleport to the cap.
Or the RT.
Or the RT. Well, the RT might have been in the cap.
It's actually pretty fast, so that's true.
Yeah.
But it's probably 40
So I'm actually trying right now to get some resets without getting spotted. That's the only way I'm gonna stay alive here. Which actually works.
Nice.
And also the stage 2, eating the HE, munching on it.
Kind of wondering why the Yak Panda went that way around when he knew the 4005 was in death.
Probably suspecting me somewhere on K90, I don't know.
Yeah, probably going for cap.
The way that I'm engaging him now. Also on wheeled tanks, it's like really dumb to use auto aim on normal tanks because it will screw up your aim, screw up your pen rate. But actually on wheeled tanks, most of the time you'll be so busy with steering that basically just auto aiming and hoping for the best and focusing on not crashing is most of the time the best opportunity that you will have.
I should actually ride Wargaming for you, Keyhand, and see if you can get some training wheels on this one. It's rather lively for you. Yeah, it's true. Did Artie also shoot after you?
I think so, yeah.
I think so too.
I think like 100, 200 or 300 meters back.
Exactly. In effect, there's not a lot they can do about a wheelie tank right here.
Not really, no. Like, the stage 2 is basically doing the right thing by forcing me to come to decap.
Ooh, that was a nice one.
I got really lucky there that one hit through both of the...
And he missed.
And I thought I would actually penetrate his back with HE, but apparently not so. But yeah. The little high roll there secures that I live on.
Oh, you got some decent damage in with tier 9, like, especially.
Actually, this is the best game I had in the tier 9. I had, like, other than that, only Mastery Badge second classes.
Ooh, that was very skilled.
Yeah, and
that was high level.
At this point,
skills.
I'm basically YOLOing around, trying not to get hit by Artie, and at the same time trying to kill the Yak Panther.
Yeah.
And also my my decision making here starts to get a little confusing.
Skill reliant.
Yeah, skill reliant, very much so. Because actually at that point in time I was so taken up by the game itself that I was almost shaking there.
It is kind of unlucky that the Yak Panda is looking straight at you when you go over the hill.
Well, I guess he was expecting me from that angle.
Training wheels we were talking about? Well,
driver's license, by the way.
As long as you land on your feet, you're good. Or your wheels.
As I said, with those tanks, you're a cat with 9 lives. You always land on your feet. And actually, the RT missed me there.
Yeah.
So I have all the time in the world. And I actually think I'm gonna roll him here, which I don't. Yeah.
And there we go. Pretty cool. Let's have a look at the result.
Alright, so I guess the amount of medals in this game is not really astonishing or anything, since it's just a high caliber and a defender.
You got the mastery though.
Yeah, the ace tanker is actually the really important thing here. As I said, while grinding through the whole thing, I got only mastery badges second class. This was my only ace. I didn't get any first classes, so I was really happy about this. But other than that, yeah, this tank really isn't that great. So a result like this really makes you happy for it.
You did manage to hit some blind shots, I think?
Yeah, I think one of them on the Yak Panther 2, and the other one I'm not sure. And actually, even profit with the tank, because most of the time you will try to shoot AP, because you're shooting at the sides of tanks, so heat is not really an option.
So you made it to 6.3k damage though, Keyhand.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
It's like 240 alpha and 6.5 seconds reload, so I don't even know how long you have to shoot continuously to do that.
A while.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, it was very well played and a lot of skilled based decisions.
Also, maybe some luck, but then again...
No luck.
Why would you play World of Tanks if you wouldn't want to have some luck sometimes?
So this is the time where we get all the good advice from you to how to become better players, Keyhand. So take it away.
Yeah, I guess the most important thing of advice, or a piece of advice that also helped me a lot, was whenever you play a tank that has more than 5 seconds of reload, try during the reloads to zoom out of sniper mode and maybe look at the minimap or look around you. Are there one-shots or are there any allies that you need to help? That really helped me improve as a player, because it taught me to get a lot more oversight in the game when continuously scrolling out of sniper mode and simply looking around you. That's what helped me most.
Okay, that's a good advice. So thanks a lot for coming, Keyhand. I enjoyed it.
Thanks for having me.
I'll see you soon.
English one, the Russian one, but man pulled up in the German one. 2 4 4s in a 4-door truck. There's one on the right, on the left. There's one. We don't wait for the